Hello, this is Chris, and I am back with another reaction video. And guys, this is the big one. This is the one I've been waiting so long for. It's that time of the year again. We are getting back into some Game of Thrones, gearing up for Game of Thrones Season 7. It's only 2 months away now, so the wait isn't all too long, but it still feels so long. The Talk to the Hand shirt is on. I am ready to watch some Game of Thrones and to get my nerd on, because it's been a while. So if I give my history on Game of Thrones before I jump to the trailer, and I do want to get to it really quickly because I've been excited for this thing. I have read all the books, I have watched all the seasons. It's been a while since I've read the book, so my memory might be hazy on some story elements, although essentially at this point the show's doing its own thing. It's way past in some respects of where the books have got up to, and for any book readers out there of Game of Thrones, you know the struggle, waiting for book 6, The Winds of Winter, and then after that we've got to wait for book 7, A Dream of Spring. So we're going to be Game of Thrones in for a long while, guys, and actually they've announced they're going to do 4 spin-off shows of this. I think they're going to wait until this rounds out, and then the Game of Thrones hype is still going to be strong, so they're going to milk it for all it's worth afterwards, which I don't really know how I feel about that. So with all that being said, we're going to watch the trailer together now. I'm going to talk much more about it afterwards. As I said, I haven't read the books for quite a while, and I haven't watched Season 6 since it last aired. We do have reviews on all of Season 6, and we'll have reviews on every episode of Season 7 too, so if you scroll through our old videos or you look for a playlist, you'll find our reviews of the last season of Game of Thrones. So with all that being said, I'm going to click play now.
Enemies to the east.
Oh, that's my girl, Cersei.
Enemies to the west. Enemies to the south. Enemies to the north. Whatever stands in our way, we will defeat it.
Oh my god.
Lannisters.
She looks so good on the throne. The throne completely suits her. I love it.
I was born to rule the 7 kingdoms.
Not a fan of Daenerys.
And I will.
And it's nice to see her acting hasn't improved.
Your father and brothers are gone, yet here you stand.
Oh, Littlefinger. My favourite character.
Hope against the coming storm.
If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die. And then it doesn't matter who skeleton sits on the Iron Throne.
Oh, this is all-out war in this one. I love it. Of course, we've got to have sex scenes in there. Got no complaints with that.
The Great War is here.
God damn. You know, I love how with all these trailers for Game of Thrones, they always leave it for a dragon to be the awesome end shot, and it always is. Wow. Yeah, there's been a few trailers come out for this particular season that I haven't done reactions for because they haven't really showed new footage. It was very much sort of an idea. It might be like a voiceover or something. I think one involved statues, didn't it, or something like that. So I didn't feel the need to talk about that until we got new footage. And oh boy, did we get some new footage in this one. So from watching it once, I'm just going to try and give my immediate thoughts. I think it looks incredible. You can definitely tell that they've streamlined the series now and are gearing it towards that final season. And this is going to be the shortest season we've had so far of Game of Thrones. All the previous seasons have been 10 episodes. This one's going to be 7, and then I think season 8, which is the final season, is going to be 6. I'm still holding out hope that they're going to end it with a movie. Like, can you imagine like a big epic 3-hour Lord of the Rings-esque movie to end it on? I'm still very much for that idea, but I don't know if they will. They'll probably end it with just the TV series. So it looks like the Dothraki are kicking all kinds of ass in this one. That scene where it almost looks like they're Native Americans and they stand up on horseback all in unison. It's so great. All done practically by the looks of it as well, so that's phenomenal stunt work in that regard. Cersei Lannister, she's my girl. She is my ultimate dream woman. I love Lena Headey and I love the character of Cersei Lannister. She plays it fantastically. And I don't even know if I can go into spoilers for the previous season now in case someone isn't caught up, because I know that people with Game of Thrones, you know, some are just starting it now. I know some of my friends are literally just starting it from season 1, going to catch all the way up till season 6 for the new season. Some are in the middle somewhere, so we can't give away the Red Wedding, for example. So I will just say where we leave the character of Cersei off at the end of the previous series. I think it was in the last episode. It's very interesting to see where her character's going to go for this one and how she's going to grow and how she's going to come into her own and come into power, because she's just a power-hungry woman. She's a power-hungry character, and I love that about her. And there's that shot in the trailer with the figurines, which looks like Cersei's in the middle, and it's a figure of Jaime Lannister. So now with that pair reunited, the lovers are finally back together. Is Jaime going to like what he sees when he comes back to a power-hungry tyrant now that Queen Cersei's on the throne? And Jaime Lannister's one of the best characters in the books, one of the best characters in the show. That redemption arc that he goes through, he's one of the most likeable characters in it now. So I really want to see how Nikolai Coster-Waldau plays that as well. There's a shot early on as well which shows one of the Greyjoy ships. I'm so thankful they've finally got to the Greyjoys now with Season 6, because they should have come into it ages ago. They kind of dropped that whole story arc, but now they're finally picking it up. It's a lot more streamlined from the books, and I do very much prefer the books' way of doing things, but I love to see me some Greyjoys because they're one of my favourite houses. Speaking of my favourite houses, I don't think we saw any Martells in this one, and oh boy, the Martell treatment in Game of Thrones. Now, for as much as I love Game of Thrones, and I do love this series, don't get me wrong, there are some massively questionable choices in the last couple of seasons, namely the treatment of House Martell, or more specifically the character of Doran Martell. They've essentially wiped all those characters out now. They're some of the most compelling in the books. I wanted to see them translated on screen so that people that haven't read the books also have the opportunity to experience what I experienced when I was introduced to Doran Martell, and sadly it looks like they've kind of fanfictioned it up a lot now. They've really streamlined it down, and they've made the writing overly simple for the Martells, and I'll never forgive the writers for that, because that was a massive waste of opportunity. There's a quick shot of Gregor Clegane in this trailer as Sir Strong, so I'm wondering if that's going to hint, because we know the Hound's back now, so I'm wondering if that is going to hint at that fight, the Clegane Bowl that we've always wanted to see. The two brothers essentially back from the dead and fighting against each other for one last time. One shall stand, one shall fall. Hopefully that happens this season, or maybe they'll save that for the next one. Besides that, this trailer really just showed off the action, and it didn't really show off any of the unique inter-character play or where characters are heading in this series, apart from the main ones like Cersei, Daenerys, and I guess Jon Snow as well, with that brief shot we get of him. I don't have a problem with that. I'm expecting we're going to get another trailer for this thing. I'm actually surprised we haven't had more trailers like this before, because it is only 2 months away, unless in the next few weeks they are just going to rush those trailers out to build hype for it closer to the time. But I guess that's all I have to say until another trailer comes out. It's getting me hyped for Game of Thrones again. I love my fantasy, and now that Lord of the Rings is gone and I don't have any more Middle-earth, Westeros is the next best thing. So that'll do it for my reaction to the official trailer for Game of Thrones Season 7. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. Which is your favourite season of Game of Thrones? Have you read the books? What are you looking forward to? Any speculation you have? Let's get a conversation going about Game of Thrones. So that'll do it for my video today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon at the side so you get a notification every time we post some new content. That'll do it from me, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.